Hi, all you all out in YouTube land. This is your girl Sandra, aka Simply Love, coming to you with another video, and this is for June 1st or June 2016. Your love reading with the love, Simply Love. As you can see, I am outside enjoying this beautiful day. You know we haven't had beautiful days in a while, so I figured I'd come on out here and do the readings. And I hope you guys can see okay. I know it's not the perfect of lighting. I'm out here in shade and light. You know, I need to get my vitamin D from the sun. It's good to be out in nature. It helps bring out, you know, more. I might see some little creeper jeepers like I seen just now because I'm out here. Some jeeper creepers is coming through here. So please bear with me. I have to get out of the house and figured I'd do this outside and, you know, listen to the birds while we're talking, and seeing little flies go by and all that kind of stuff, and getting some fresh air and some vitamin D from the sun. Okay, so what I'm doing first for you guys, and I just want to thank you all for who comes over and visits my channel, listen to my channel, share my videos, and some thumbs up, and gives me great comments and positive comments. I really appreciate you guys so much. You guys are hilarious, I tell you. It's so positive and so upbeat. Stick with me, you guys, okay? I really appreciate you. I see you out there on Facebook, sharing my videos, Google Plus, and Twitter, all over the place. I just want to thank you all so much, and I appreciate you. Okay, so we're going to just get on the reading, and what we're going to start with here today is the fire signs. I'm going to start out with Aries. This is your reading, Aries, for you guys and gals out there, okay? Singles and couples too, okay? First off, I'm gonna try something different here. I'm gonna like do a present, past, the challenge in the future, stuff like that. I'm gonna do a partner. Let me show you the cards that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use the Thelema for the love reading, and for the partner and you, I'm gonna use the I think it's called the Cameron Tarot. You know, that sex tarot. And then for the to help you out with your retrograde that's coming up again, this second retrograde, I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck, okay? I'm going to pull one from there for you, okay? That's how I'm going to do this. So let me put these back here. I just wanted to show you what I was using, okay? All right, so let's begin for Aries, June 2016. Let's see what's going on with you right now, Aries, okay? And when I come up with Aries, with the Thelema deck here, is I hope you can see the cards, it's the Four of Cups. Okay? You got the Four Cups here in your present position, which is telling me, I'm sorry, Four Swords. I'm so sorry. I've been yesterday when I did y'all guys reading out. I was looking at the cards so fast, and my eyes are bad anyway. I tell you, I have bad eyes, and one of the cards I read wrong. But you know, and I got to thinking maybe it was the spirit too that could have meant that word that I was saying instead of the word that was on the card. It probably was somewhat similar. I was thinking about that too, but I did, you know, pronounce it wrong. But you know, sometimes when you're rolling with spirit, sometimes they want you to say something else. So that's what I do. I'm a spiritual reader. I don't go by the books or anything like that. So I'm very different with my reading. So please don't compare me to how other people do things. And I don't, you know, go by that. I have to go by spirit. That's how I read these cards. What I'm feeling, what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing with my spiritual eye. That's how I have to read. Okay. And these are just a guide for you guys. But when I look at it, I'm seeing something, you know, whatever they're telling me, whatever I see and whatever I hear through spirit. So this is the Four of Swords. I'm so sorry. And with the Four of Swords is telling me, it's got something to do with, you know, the present situation right now with a lot of you Aries men and women, single or together, that there is some kind of resting period, like where things are kind of like on hold, or you know, it could be a period. To me, I'm feeling, and I love to be out in nature because it just comes it comes really, really good out here in nature. Somebody's in deep thought about something, one of the partners here, or if you're single, you're really thinking about something, or you're thinking about getting into a relationship. You're thinking about maybe somebody you just met, but they're kind of like maybe they're not reciprocating to you. You might have somebody in mind, and you may have thrown some hits out there or something, or tried to talk to them, and they seem a little offish, but they're in deep thought. If you're single and you're going through this, or if you're single, you may be the one going through this Aries. You may be in deep thought. You may be in a resting period right now. You may be going into like a stage of recoup. You may be recouping from something that happened to you. You could be recouping from a bad relationship for some of you Aries out there, male, female. You could be in a meditative state where you're just meditating. You know what I'm saying? You're getting to know yourself. You're getting to know your wants and your likes and your dislikes. You're getting to know you. It's just all about being in like some kind of meditative state, thinking over stage, a resting period. You may have to rest. Like I said, some of you may have, be recovering from a illness or sickness, or some of you could be recovering from a bad relationship, and you just want to put things on hold for a while. You want to, recoup, back off, think about things, where things go wrong, what happened with this relationship. This is in the present, so it's happening now for a lot of you Aries out there, male, female. You're just in a stage right now where you're just recouping. You're just being still. Some of you are meditating. Some of you are just reviewing what's going on in a relationship. If there's a relationship, what's going to go on in a relationship. If there's a relationship there for you singles, how you thinking over a relationship maybe that was not that maybe there was a breakup or a divorce for some of you. You're just in that solitude state or resting state where you're just like, you just don't want to really be bothered. You want to be alone. You want to think about things. You want to just kind of like figure out things, which is a good thing for that. Especially if you suffer some things, being that the swords are there, it's telling me, it was through some type of, and it's a love reading. It's definitely about a relationship situation between, male and female here. And you or the female, you or the person in your life is going through this presently now, where there could be a separation, so somebody could think some things over behind something that happened for some of you Aries. Or it could be where this is you Aries doing this in the present situation, where you're just backing off from relationships. You're not really thinking about relationships right now. You might not even want a relationship right now because maybe you're thinking about something. Some of you, like I said, may have you're currently split up with someone, let someone go, thinking about letting someone go, or thinking about your next move, recouping from a hurtful situation, something that hurt you. Some of you could have found out that somebody was fooling around. You could have caught somebody with your partner with someone, and you just want to think about things, or it just hurt you that bad where it's just time for you to just like, let me just go over this thing. Let me go over this thing because there's a lot of things going on in my head right now. I got to just like be solitude to myself. It's almost like the Hermit card to me when I look at the Four Swords. But with the Swords card, it's just telling me that you just want to be alone, and you want to think things over regarding a love relationship. Because hey, I read love readings. I like to help people out with their love lives. Mainly because, I've been through a lot of love situations myself, and I like to help other people out, and helping you even helps me out as well, okay? So the situation or the challenge that we're looking at here for a lot of you Aries, male or female right now, is the Hierophant. We're looking at the Hierophant. Like I said, I'm reading intuitively. I don't read like other readers. I read through spirit, and whatever they tell me, whatever they throw out there, I go random. That's why I talk so much. I'm more like of a storyteller. I don't read the books when I get these cards. I get them for the visual for you guys, and a visual for me for my third eye, because it has to be, I want to do it to where I'm going to be helping people, and making sense, just keeping it real, basically. Okay, so we got the Hierophant here, and when I'm looking at the Hierophant, let me see, intuitively here, I'm thinking about, with this situation, with the Four of Swords, with the resting period, it's also a period of time. The challenge is that during your resting period, you're going to have to, study yourself. I think the Hierophant is something like of a teacher, maybe could be a preacher, a pastor, clairvoyant, psychic, a medium, something of that sort, something, maybe of spirituality also the Hierophant reminds me of. And you may be thinking, while you're in your back off stage, leaving, wanting to be alone, sitting back because of a relationship issue, thinking about this, thinking it over, what you want to do, shutting yourself off, again here with the Hierophant here, kind of like I said, even, meditation as well. But you want to, you might even, your current situation, you might want to talk things over with someone regarding your relationship. Or it could be regarding a marriage because of it being a preacher. Some of you Aries, male and female, may be thinking about a person that you want to get married to, but you're in deep thought of it. You're kind of like, you don't know which way you want to go here. And you may want to talk to a preacher, a teacher, a psychic, a pastor, anything of that sort, spirituality that can help you out spiritually. Some of you may be seeking that. Some of you Aries may be wanting to go into counseling because there may be a marital problem here, and you may have to seek out a counselor to help maybe bring you two back together and help make a decision on what you want to do about each other. And it also can, regard a relationship issue too. Two people who've been together for a while but just not married, you're just together. Or some of you, it could be where your partner broke up with you or left you while they think about things. Maybe something happened between the two. You can always flip these things, either or, depending on who we're speaking to, because there's so many people out there. That's why I like to give so many scenarios and that's why I'm talking a lot, because I like to throw and give as much information for you guys as I can. That's why I do it the way I do. Okay, to try to speak for everybody and get the most information that I can get, spiritually and through my guides and through the Most High. Okay, through my third eye as well. Okay, and I'm also thinking with the Hierophant that maybe a lot of you Aries, some of you Aries out there may be thinking about becoming a preacher or a teacher, or going to school. You may be thinking about, going to school and doing some type of studies. You may be thinking about, again, marriage keeps popping up in my head. I keep hearing the word marriage. I keep hearing bells, wedding bells. The wedding bell blues. Some of you got the wedding bell blues. Wedding bell blues. Marry me, Bill. I love you so, I always will. That song pops up in my head when I'm looking at this as well, for a lot of Aries right now. Some of you want to really just some of you are tired of being alone. If you're single, it looks like to me you're tired of being alone. You've been alone for quite a while, and you're like, you've gotten in, you've really shut yourself off. So you may have been in a relationship, like I said, or in a marriage for a while. It may have been 2 or 3. Some of you may have been through quite a few relationships and you just took a break because you just got tired of everything. Some of you could have been with somebody that, you divorced, broke up with, and you took a break here and you just started going within, because like I said, it's more of a meditative state. And with the swords there, just reminds me of where it cuts, cutthroat, situation. And it also could be, this could also be carrying the energy of an air sign, an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, you may be carrying that energy. That's the energy behind the Four of Swords, because it's a sword card, but it is not a court card, so we're dealing with energies with that. But I just wanted to throw that out there just in case, you know, like I said, I want to give as much information as I can. And with the Hierophant, I really forgot what the Hierophant was. I think the Hierophant is an Aries. Correct me, you guys. Y'all know y'all like to correct people a lot, so correct me on that if I'm wrong. But I really believe the Hierophant is carries a sign of the Aries or something of that nature. Maybe no, not Capricorn. Let's see, Taurus. But correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm with this because it's a major arcana card. It's a major event. You know, like I said, I'm picking up, like, you know, somebody thinking about wedding here, somebody thinking about a relationship, or recouping from a relationship, or wanting to get back into a relationship with someone, and they need some counseling, or they're seeking out counseling. Maybe they're studying, you know, themselves about relationships and how they work, where you go wrong, how you can help couples counseling, couples marriage, thinking things over here is what. And I don't know why I'm so fixated on that, because maybe it's because it's the present moment and the situation of why this is happening right now. Okay, so I'm going to look in the past right now for you, and I'm getting for you Aries, male and female, single or together. Singles, I'm gonna, you know, like I said, listen to the scenarios, and you know, I won't have to go through with this, breaking it down. And this is for singles, this is for the married people, this is for the couples. Okay, we're gonna try to get in all. That's how I like to do mine. Okay, because it's just too much time to try to separate everything in my mind. Everybody works differently. I have to do me the way the Most High God wants me to do me. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups here. Okay, and that is in your past situation for you Aries out there, male or female. Okay, gender, we're not looking at gender as a specific. If you see it a man and you're a man looking at it, then it's a woman. If you're a woman looking at it, it's a man. And if it's, you know, both sex relation, you know how that works. Just put it in context of what you are. Okay, so when I'm looking at the Ten of Cups, I'm looking at a bunch of love here. So, you know, it definitely, what brought this on this past is got to do with, you know, a love situation. Somebody was in love, somebody was in marriage, somebody was in a long-term relationship here, or could still be. It just depends on the situations and scenarios that I gave you with the present situation of you being in alone, or a meditative state, or just thinking about some things, or getting away from things to think, with the Hierophant wanting to get some type of help or counseling. With the Ten of Cups, is in the past is because of a relationship that was doing really well, because that's, you know, the Ten of Cups speaks of love, you know, of love, of happiness, true bliss. Sometimes it can think, you know, it's marriage, a long-time relationship. All that good stuff comes with the Ten of Cups. And the energies behind the Ten of Cups, you know, there's a lot of water here. It's watery, so we could be taking on the energies talking about Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer in this situation here. Yeah, it's like the happy home, the happy situation. But here in the present situation, something's wrong, because you know, you're just like by yourself, and you're thinking about things. You're sitting. There's a sword in front of you, and then there's some swords in back of you, which is there's 3 swords in back of you. Okay, so that's what you've been through from this relationship here. There's been some things going on, which it started out to be nice, you know, this happiness, this love, everything started out really nice, but something happened here where there was some, you know, with the 3 of Swords that's in back of you there, you went through some battles here because of the air element, you know, that the air cuts. There could have been some words said here. There could have been some words back and forth that wasn't good. But those were the challenges, those 3 swords in back of you. And it kind of, you know, made you want to take a step back and take a deep breath and think about things, because you still got that one sword in front of you. So there's a chance of something happening, and the challenge, which is that chance, is, you know, maybe getting some counseling or some help to figure out what to do with this once happy relationship or happy marriage that was going on with you, Aries, here. Some of it even could be a divorce, and you may have to, you know, it may have took some of you off guard, and you may really fell into some kind of depression with the Four of Swords, the hurt part of it, wanting to seclude yourself, get away, and kind of like think about things. And it may go to the point for, it may have something to do with religion as well, maybe for the breakup, okay? Or it may have been so painful to where you need someone, a professional or someone skillful, to help you figure this situation out. So, okay, and that's for you, Aries, male or female. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm going to test this video when I get done. Okay, so your future situation, though, Aries, for a lot of you Aries, male and female, we have here the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So as you can see, this Knight here, this Knight of Pentacles, is maybe a middle-aged man or woman, depending on who's looking at the video. And they're underneath the challenge card, but this is the future. This is the outcome of this whole situation. It looks like someone of a earth sign, because see, they're slow moving. They're on their horse and they're riding in, but you know, they're not in a hurry. So that puts me in mind of the present situation, why it's going to come out this way in the future for you Aries out there, male or female, single or couples or marital, okay? And the Knight of Pentacles is looks like there's a return, because see, they're offering something, they're carrying a pentacle. So this is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, okay, that you Aries may be, you know, thinking about or in this relationship with, or marriage, or seeking help because of a divorce, or maybe going through a divorce. This is who this is. This is for some of you. If it's not that sign, it could be in their natal chart somewhere. You all know how that stuff goes. But it looks like they may be coming up for an offer here for you. They're slow moving though. They're slow moving, but it's showing them coming in as your future. Or for some of you, it could be somebody new. You know, it could be somebody new, because maybe for some of you in the present right now may have released a relationship. Maybe you sought counseling, maybe counseling didn't help, or maybe the other person didn't want to go to counseling, or maybe you didn't want to go to counseling, just decide to end things with someone that you were really, really crazy about. Or this could be this person coming in with love, the offer of love for you. It could be an offer of love coming in here for you Aries, and it could be of an earth sign, as I said, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, coming in here with some offering. But this is the past, so it can't be that love. So this is new love. This is going to be new. Or it could be the person coming back that may have left the relationship, or you may have left the relationship, Aries. It could be that person too, as well as another scenario. But they are coming, offering up something, okay? Because they have the coin in their hand. And knights always come. Knights are, you know, like I said, maybe middle-aged, early 30s, maybe older. They're not the king, so, and like I said, this is a male or female, so this could be the Knight of Pentacles, or the oh gosh, what is the other one? You know what I'm talking about. The Prince of Princess of Pentacles. So in the future, to me, with this coming in here, it's all bright to me. It's nice and bright. It looks like there's an offer coming in. It could be an offer of love from your the person that you were involved with, romantically, married to. For you singles, it could be somebody coming in for you with an offer, you know, of a togetherness, of making it permanent, of a marriage, of a proposal. For some of you singles, for some of you who are married maybe to this person, and you kind of like, maybe some things happen, they may be straightening themselves up here in the future because they're coming with offerings here. Or you may have thought things over with the Four of Swords, and you're coming back to your partner saying, hey, let's just make this right. If you know, if you were in a long-term relationship and was thinking about breaking up or something because of something, whatever the situation was here, and maybe you both are just coming back together, okay? Or it could be a past relationship coming back into the future with some of you Aries right here. Whatever it is coming with the offering, and it is positive because it is in the upright. So I believe that, you know, the outcome is going to be good when it comes to a relationship. As far as singles, if you're looking, if there's somebody you're interested in, the outcome looks like there's going to be some offer on the table for you, Aries, male or female. If you're in a relationship or a marriage and something took place which caused a breakup, or maybe just some time apart, a separation with the Four of Swords. So people, for either you, Aries, or either for your partner, took some space and time away from each other to think about things, and actually even seeking help or counseling to bring this relationship back together. Because it looks like, you know, in the past this relationship was really, really good, and you may just be seeking that again, and it comes back to you. Or for some, it could be somebody else coming in here, or you making an offer to somebody brand new. Just depends on what Aries we're talking about, because it's a gazillion of you guys out there, okay? Alrighty then, so that's what I'm picking up on this situation here, okay? With a lot of you Aries here. So, you know, no worries. It looks like things are going to come out great, because this is the future card, the outcome. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be a little slow. It's going to be taking its time, but if you be patient, for some of you Aries out there, if this is you who are waiting on something that may have left you in the past and it was really, really good, you were really happy with one another, but something took place here in the present, in your present state, that has you this way, to where you're in a meditative state or just thinking things over, and actually really, for some of you, it was so serious enough that you wanted to seek consultation over it. And the ending is like a get back together, somebody offering somebody something, love, something of that nature, and things look like they're going to be okay. But you're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to be patient, because the pentacles of knights, they move slow. They're slow to move. They take their time, but they do come. They're riding in here. You know, they just taking their good old time, and they riding in with an offer for you. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do with you guys, I'm going to check out both of your guys, say, you know, you and your partners, what am I going to do? I'm just going to really basically just, for the future card, I'm going to be using the sexual cards, sexual romance cards, as like a verifier, to verify all of this, basically. That's what I'm going to do, okay? So it's going to be for both. And what I got here for you guys is the Temperance card in this deck. Okay? Take a good look at that and see what's going on there, okay? Maybe what brought on this whole situation, like I said, as a clarifier to me for the whole situation, singles, couples, and marriages, okay? It could be, the Temperance is always about balance. So something here maybe took place where there was an imbalance. Maybe somebody wasn't fulfilling someone, maybe sexually. They weren't being fulfilled sexually. Maybe one was given more of their, you know, of their, maybe one felt like they wasn't, like you weren't sexually fulfilled or is sexually attracted or something like that. Maybe the sex slowed down from the norm, because the past is here is like, this is the everything card in love and romance, and that includes sex and everything else that comes along with a relationship or a marriage. Okay, so something slowed down here. Maybe somebody else, was having something, maybe somebody was missing something in this relationship, and maybe didn't tell their partner about it. And what I mean by this, and because we're all grown, maybe somebody wanted some other type of sexual way and then doing it the same way all the time. Maybe they wanted something different, and somebody maybe never spoke out about it, so they could have went outside the relationship, and maybe that's what caused this Four of Swords. And the situation could have took place to where there needed to be people that needed to be separated and think things through. Because Aries, whether this is you or whether this is your partner doing this to you, sometimes you have to think, however it goes, you have to think that, you can't really get relaxed on a situation, okay? You can't get relaxed too much on a situation. Sometimes you have to come out of your comfort zone and do something different, male or female. If it becomes like a problem with a different type of sexual way of doing things, and if that's a problem for you or your mate, you may need counseling. Maybe that's why they took a break, or they may go outside of the relationship for it if you can't fulfill that. Or it may be a cause of leaving because of it as well. So it's something like this was telling me, like, if you don't do it, somebody else will. And it looks like, she's balancing it out. She could be doing things with you the dry way or the regular way, and then she wants to be a freak in the streets with someone else because there's somebody down below there, and you see what they're doing. And it's hidden. It's hidden. So her or him is doing a balancing act in the bed, sexually wise. So, might really want to think about that situation, what I just said. Sometimes, you could be sadly surprised to find out what people could do and what they'll do to get what they want if they can't get it out of their partner. So I just read for the partner, and that could go either way. Either you or your partner has been feeling this way, but they have been trying to balance the situation out so they can be fulfilled and fulfill you, even though you may not be fulfilling them the way they want to, or vice versa, Aries. It could be you doing it this or they doing it to you, okay? So that's what I feel on that, okay? And that's the reading for you and your love, romance, relationship, Aries, okay? So now what I'm going to do is give you a card from, like I said, this is the wisdom of the hidden realms. And this is just something that's going to help you out with this new retrograde. It's going to give you maybe some kind of pointers or something on how what you can do and where you can go from here. And this is the prison wall. Hope I said that right. And I hope you can see this card. Okay. Hope you can see it. Well, anyway, with the prison wall, it's saying, and it kind of reminds me of this, this sexual card here where you're playing the balancing act and things, or even the present situation of the Four of Wands. This is what this kind of put me in the mind of. It's like things, being revealed even as well with that light coming down in on this angel here that's sitting on the rock, and she's like, or he, whoever we're talking, depending on who we're talking about, they look like they're thinking as well. Kind of puts me in the mind of this one. See how they're both in, thinking mode, or, resting, recouping. Self-sabotage, it's talking about, and, as I said here, this is, definitely self-sabotage, trying to, instead of maybe talking to your partner about what you feel as though you're missing out on in the bed or sexual wise, you're just going and having another relationship with somebody else to fulfill those needs, or your partner is doing this to you. So it's a self-sabotage, a poverty consciousness, basically. You know, it's like a poverty consciousness. Just like you feel like, you know, you're in prison, because see that window, and it's got bars on it. So as this, you know, new retrograde comes, one ended, I believe, yesterday, a new one coming in. I don't think it's going to be as harsh. You're going to have to look that up, and you're going to have to look at what it is, because I don't get into it that deep. All I know, we have another one coming in along with the full moon, and I felt I chose these cards in order to advise you maybe what it is that you can reflect on to help this whole thing come together. With the self-sabotage, seem like that's playing out here too. Self-sabotage. It may be some poverty involved without somebody, you know, with this Knight of Pentacles, or poverty consciousness. Okay, it could come out of this card as well. Poverty consciousness. You know, where, you know, maybe you feel like you lost everything, but you know, if you look behind you, the sun is shining on your back, and you can just, and you got wings, you can, you know, just get up, and you know, you might feel like you're in a prison, you know, just like I said, like the Four of Swords. It's almost like you just, you know, putting yourself in a prison, feeling down and out about the situation. You could have, and self-sabotaging is like almost doing this to your own self, putting yourself in this prison, because it's the prison of Wrath. So, but if you turn around, there's the sunshine there, and there's a hole there as well where you can just get up and crawl out. If you can't make it through this window, follow the light. That's what it's telling you to, you know, turn around, follow the light. You got wings on your back just like an angel, and just fly on away. Fly away to that better situation that's coming in here. Don't self-sabotage yourself coming into this new retrograde. Straighten things out. Even if you have to get help, Aries. Even if you have to seek help. Even if you and your partners have to seek help, if you're partnered up. If you're single, if you're thinking about being with or getting into a relationship, maybe you need to seek help to help you to figure out things on how a relationship works, or how you want to, or seek a psychic or a whatever, you know, to get some help on your situation, on how you want to proceed from here, you know. But the future I see here coming up for a lot of you is that, you know, it's coming in, but it's coming in very slow. You just have to be patient. Because if you don't be patient, you can self-sabotage yourself, and it could be some kind of poverty consciousness. You know, you don't want to put yourself in some kind of poverty or thinking that way. And it can help this too with the, you know, with the Temperance card, which is a card of balance and harmony. You know, and realizing it, you know, realizing this, you know, because it's, you know, right next to that reminds me like a self-sabotage, where you're trying to please one person, but you're not getting pleased, and you're also not saying anything, so it's causing you to go outside of a relationship to get your needs fulfilled that this other person won't do sexually, you know, romantically. Okay, so you have to be careful with that, they're saying. Be careful with that part of it, and see if you can talk it out and work it out. If not, you just may want to think about, you know,